Well guys, welcome back to another Scrap and Irish video. And what do I have for this video? Well, first off, thanks for joining me again for another little teardown video. And what have I got here? Well, as you've probably seen by the thumbnail, I was holding this in my hand. So what is this? Well, this is a Samsung hub, smart hub, it's saying. So optical smart hub. I know you probably can't read that because it's backwards on the camera or whatever, but it's an optical smart hub, and we're going to take it apart and we're going to see what's inside it. So hopefully this will be a little bit quicker than my last videos, which were 20 minutes something and half an hour. Hopefully this will be a straightforward teardown. I've never taken one of these apart. I've looked online to see what they retail at the moment. This was built in, I think, 2014 or something like that, 15 or 16, so there's no resale value anymore on them. I think its going rate is around 50 quid, but by the time I postage and all that from Ireland, it wouldn't even be worth my while doing it. Plus, chances are I'm missing some of the connectors, so I wouldn't get that full value. It's not in a box, and it may not even be working. So I'm not going to waste my time checking all that. I'm going to tear it down and we're going to see what's inside it. Anything good for gold recovery materials. So hopefully there'll be gold recovery videos coming once the weather improves and I can get outside into the open air and start playing with the acids again and start taking stuff apart or breaking stuff down for gold recovery. So in the meantime, we'll keep gathering up some material. So let's go and see what's in there. By the way, why not hit the thumbs up? So let's go and see what we can do. Right, so here we are, ready to tear this down. So first thing I noticed is we just have 2 screws here first off. So you have one at each one of my fingers there. So straightforward, two screws to tear down. So we'll try and zoom in a bit on that. So we're going to take them out first and we're going to see if we can, once we get them out, whether we can remove it. So we'll just get the right screwdriver. Now, more than likely, we'll have a hidden screw somewhere. There's always something in these little teardowns where there is something hidden. Okay, so we have our 2 screws, I think, out. That one should be just out as well. So 2 screws are out. So now it's just a matter of seeing what I'm going to do is I'm going to check under these pads just to make sure there's no hidden screws, because as soon as we go taking it apart, so nothing under that pad, and I don't presume to be anything under this pad because the screw is right up here beside it, but maybe these bottom pads could have something hidden under them. But it doesn't look like there is. No hidden screws. So I don't think it's really worth, well, maybe, hold on. Look at that. I was going to say there probably isn't anything. There it is. So this one might have one hidden somewhere that I missed. There he is. Okay, so there is hidden screws. Right, so we'll see if them 2 screws are out. One is, one isn't. So let's I don't think he's really holding anything. I think it's just a bit of friction holding it. Yeah, there we go. So nice and easy to remove the top. Underneath we have a little bit of tin. It doesn't feel like aluminium. I think it's just shred, which will be going in the shred pile, but of course always check with a magnet just to make sure. So we've got 2 screws on the sides. One off there, and presumably 1 on this side somewhere. 2 on this side. So straight away I see a CD-ROM. That's all that seems to be in there. So this was some sort of hub. So obviously you could put a CD and connect it in probably through that to projectors or other media devices that you could play your stuff on. So we have another screw there. I missed him. He's up here in this corner. So you've already seen, if you watched my last short, I took apart a CD-ROM in a minute. Speeded it all up for you, so you'll be able to see what's inside it in by looking at the last short I did on, well, it might be the last short, depends when you're looking at this video, doesn't it? Okay, we'll just remove that. Does that come out? No. What is holding him in? I don't see anything holding him in really. I think it's just more little clips and stuff like that rather than screws. So if we can pop them off somewhere, we will. I see some screws here at the side, so maybe he is holding it in. We'll have a look. So, okay, there we go. So again, just some steel. Got a little bit of a board. I just want to see if we can remove the CD-ROM yet. No, not yet. We'll go and I see a screw down here. He's attached, I think, just by plug. Yeah. So we can remove him, and we just have a little connector, a little bit of gold flashing here, very little, but a little bit of gold flashing. So that that little connector can be removed and put in with nitric acid at some stage. I'll get a flathead to remove that in a minute. We have a few more screws. Board doesn't look like anything major on it, but I see an IC chips and stuff like that, but nothing. No. Okay, again, just some plastic, a little bit of tape. I'll come to that in a second. I just want to make sure there's no more screws on the side like there is there. Okay, remove him. No more screws there, so that should just remove. Okay, so again, use this bit of steel, so that can be put in with your shred. Again, some more screws around here. Anyone that does this micro scrapping, e-waste recovery stuff will know the amount of screws you have to take apart of anything just to get into it. So always remember that. This seems to be just connected by a USB of some sort. Yeah, it's not a USB, it's just a micro connector USB. So, oh, that's a little surprise. So as you can see here, we've got a nice gold corner BGA, which I didn't expect to see there. We've got some IC chips. We've got a MLCCs, and again, most people will know most of the new MLCCs are not of any value really. You might get a small bit of silver content in them, but other than that, there's nothing major in them. On this side, again, we have over here another MLCC, some more chips. We'd have some little gold pins in here, another IC flat pack over here, and in here we'd have some little gold connectors and stuff like that. So nothing major on the boards, but again, it's another one of them boards that will be added into my collection, cleaned off completely, and and eventually processed for the IC chips, the gold inside them, the gold cornered BGAs, the gold caps or the black caps on them when you separate them. Again, if you don't know about that, I have videos up there, and again, I'm sure I'll do another video on it at some stage, because a lot of people don't like going back on older videos. So maybe some of the newer guys will see this. Some of the guys have been with me from the beginning will go, oh no, he's not going to do another video on that. Well, unfortunately I probably will. And then we've just got our CD-ROM, which again I'm not going to take apart on this because there is videos I've done up there on it, and again I may do another video, a more in-depth video at some stage of what's inside and what I take off them. But have a look at the shorts and you'll kind of get an idea of what's inside them. There will be a board, there'll be some gold ribbon wire. Actually, I think I still have that lying around here somewhere. So there we go. From sometimes you'll be looking, you'll find some of them in there. So you've gold flashed ribbon wire. So again, you can get your put them in with your RAM fingers if you're doing that gold recovery using copper chloride. So there we are, guys. This is going to be a short video. I think this will be under 15 minutes. So a new record for me, is it? So that's what we get, guys. We got a board. Let me put you in there. Okay, we've got a board. I've already gone through what I'll be taking off that board. We have this. I said I was going to remove the shielding from this if I can. Now really I should be using the flat screwdriver to do this. Let me tilt you down a bit more. There we go. Let me try and get a flat bit. He might work for me. Swap him over. So he might get in under the little bit of welding where they're done. There we go. So we can remove it and see what was in under here. Don't expect anything major, maybe a little very small IC chip or something. The odd time you will find, yes, we see them in there. Let me... So again, there's the shielding off. And what have we got in there? Well, again, we've got a gold band crystal oscillator, if you can see it there. You can see the gold banding on that. So again, that will contain gold inside as well, a little bit of gold flashing inside. So when you're taking them off with your chisel or whatever, heat guns, whatever way you're doing it, put them aside and you can process them for your gold recovery material inside. And again, we have our little flat pack chip, and that's about it really on this. That's not really gold flashed. And yeah, that's it in this stuff. So nothing major. Few little items there, and of course we have the CD-ROM, which I can take apart again for more gold recovery material. But let me zoom you back out, guys. So that's really it for this video, short and sweet. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it, and don't forget to give the old thumbs up, and maybe share me out if you have a community tab, or if you're new to this and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really means a lot. And don't forget to check out the Sunday lives, where we will have other scrappers and we can talk about other parts and how to process different parts. So like, again, what's the best way of getting the gold from that? Is there ways of doing it without acids, which, you know, people do ask questions, kind of, oh, what can I do to get the stuff without acids? So there is other scrappers who work on other methods of trying to remove stuff. I always will be incinerating, probably more than likely, and then use an acid to recover the gold bond wires from inside of there. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and till the next one, keep safe and keep on looking for that gold. Catch you on the next one.